Holy. Yo, bro, go. Go, bro, I pulled hook. Make him. Dom, stay out of the water.
Dylan, that was huge.
That was a bluefin.
That was freaking huge. Was it a bluefin?
Yep. All right, baby. I cannot explain to you guys how freaking slow it's been, how tired we are, what a grind it has been today, and I just got absolutely blew up on by a giant. All right, we're vertical now, we can go neutral. I'm fairly certain that was a bluefin.
I think it was a big yellowfin.
Okay.
Or a big eye.
I'm telling you, I'm fairly certain that was a bluefin. I don't know, though. We'll have to look at the GoPro video. We got it on, right?
Yeah, it's on.
Thank you, man. God, that reel's so hot, dude. All right, I'm gonna have to go up a little bit. My reel's on fire, dude. Okay, I need the harness.
The harness or the little butt thing?
No, I need the harness.
Okay.
I know. If this fish stays plugged, I'm gonna be hooked up for hours, dude. I've never felt a fish like this in my life. I cannot believe that just happened. Monster fish blew up. That is the most thing I can urge to you guys right now, is it has been so freaking slow, dude. We were like dreaming of seeing tuna. You wanna just hold it for a second?
Okay. All right,
I'm gonna try to.
As soon as you get down, I'm pumping it.
Okay.
All right, give it a go.
Now what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna have you, you're good, just put me in the harness. Thanks, bro. Okay.
You have to go under your arm for a second.
My lower back hurts so bad. I'm already shaking. You know how much I try to get a short reel down on this fish?
That was huge.
That was a big fish. Huge. That was a big fish. I'll try to hold him here. This is love right here, folks.
Here we go. I don't want to put too much pressure on your reel seat, but okay. How's that? Is that comfy?
Yeah, it's comfy. This is also the first time I've ever been harnessed up in a spinning reel. I know it seems goofy, but it was necessary. This puts the fight back in my favor, which I need. All right, he's. All right.
Need communication
That,
from you.
yeah. All right, we'll go ahead and go neutral. I'm just worried because I feel like I'm at half capacity, and I feel like if he makes another run like that, like I'll be done. Like it'll just be over.
Well, usually it's only so deep that he can go. He has to go out eventually. Like, sometimes they just won't go past a certain depth.
All right, I think we're good here, Blaine. If you feel comfortable with how we're gonna drift, we're off the bow, maybe 2 foot.
Okay.
And I think I can just sit here. If we drift off, I think I can just sit here and slow gain.
I don't think it was a blue. I think it was either
If it's a yellowfin, it's 180, 200 pounds.
You still there? Is just coming up?
I might have just pulled hook.
No, that's too tight to pull hook. All right?
I don't know what just happened, dude. I'm just gonna take what I can get, and we're just gonna fight him like it's still fish. Okay. But that was really like abrupt.
No, he's still there.
I also might have just pulled the hook out.
A hook out?
Yeah. I mean, that makes me super nervous.
Just let me know what you need me to do.
I think we're doing perfect with our drift right now.
Okay. I'll stay here as long as he does not start melting across the surface.
All right. Because he's kind of...
If you feel pretty good with your capacity.
I do. I got a lot back.
Where the boat is.
You do? All right.
You feel good where the boat is?
I do right now. He's coming across our front.
Okay.
But I don't think he's going to get underneath of us.
I'm close to having.
Dude, it might just be a 130-pound fish, and I may have just like haven't seen a fish all day, so. Oh my gosh, dude.
Those are just massive.
I've got to be ready. Like right here, if he starts dumping, I've got to be ready for one. But if he starts like coming back, look at the head shakes. Look at that, dude, look at that. Come on, don't you, just chill. Just be real easy, sweetheart. Let's play it cool. Let's play it cool. What I don't do is I don't want to rock back in this harness and just like put my hands away from the reel. So I want to have my weight back because obviously I'm standing up on a platform on a 22-foot boat, 90 miles offshore, strapped to a reel with 17 pounds of drag on it. But at the same time, I've got to be ready. So if he starts to just come straight up, I can start cranking on him again.
Okay, everything's clear.
All right, this fish is going to test every ounce of my gear. We were right in the beginning of those yellowfin showing up. I mean, right in the beginning of those fish.
I think it's just a really big yellowhead. Camera. Sporty's coming back. He's pulling us. He's literally pulling the boat.
He just spun the boat, by the way.
All right, what do I need to do, Don?
Nothing, you just, I mean, maybe back off, like put our butt in that way a little bit, but he's kind of sliding up underneath of us, but I'm just kind of straight legging him now. Yeah, that's perfect, Blaine. And he's just steady taking line. I think you're good here. I think you're good here. Just back a little bit and you'll be good. Let's go reverse a little bit, just kind of preemptive. We could have cooked burgers on that Saltiga, dude. Like I could barely touch the thing to tighten the drag or loosen it.
I do think it's safe to say that since they're not blowing up long enough, everybody needs to pile up. I catch it right there.
All right, we're good with the reverse and stuff.
Okay.
Gosh, this is such a cat and mouse game, dude. I mean, like, I like want to just put a little bit. There we go. Come here. It keeps going straight down to that layer. This is crazy, dude. Definitely the fish of a lifetime on the end of the line right now. Gotta fight him like you ain't scared, right, Blaine? Yeah. Ryan Morey. I don't know how you feel. This is death.
Where is he? We good?
Yeah, he's like doing this thing. All right, I'm gonna try to get the harness back on.
Better?
Yeah, that's the lower back saver right there. I'm a lot happier in this harness. I'll tell you that.
I'm sure you are.
That was. And dude, if Ryan Morey fought that fish for an hour and a half or an hour, like Ryan's more than a man than I am, or this rod sucks or something, I don't know. But that, I'm gonna tell you straight up, quite simply, I could not handle that for another 30 minutes. There's no way. That was, I mean, this sucks. This hurts still. It just does not hurt like 99% of my freaking body.
That's what that rod's for.
Yeah, it's too high stick, so I guess we should talk about that. So, I'm even somebody who would think right now watching this video, probably 6 months ago, I'd have been like, dude, what a moron. You're high sticking your rod. You're gonna lose your fish, you're gonna break your rod. There's a black hole, Cape Cod, graphite, and it's a Japan style rod, much like the Yamaga blank that Blaine has in the back, and they are meant to be fought just like this. They're meant for a stand-up harness for big fish on a popper, and they're meant to be high stick of sorts like this. They're meant to pull like this. So if you're at home, you think I'm high sticking, I really don't blame you, because technically I am. You're going past the horizon, very much past the horizon. This is ours. This is our fish. That is for freaking sure, dude.
That was probably one of the coolest eats I've ever seen.
I'm gonna be completely honest, everything's been black up until like this moment right now. I don't really remember much. Very good, bro. I mean, so right out the pinwheel, right out the pinwheel, right out the pinwheel, upside, 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 upside. He's heavy in him now. Right out the pinwheel, right out the pinwheel, right out the pinwheel, upside, 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 upside. He pulled on the upside. What the frick, dude? That's cheating. Are you serious? Should I know the rules of freaking pinwheeling? He not go to tuna school? The thing is, he's getting close though, because what he does is when he makes those pinwheels, he's going from around this side all the way and like making me shift my weight. So he's getting close enough to like do this stuff like that.
Also, your rod movement's getting like a lot more sensitive. Like you can see his tail beat. So there's also the fish while you hand spool your reel.
Yes, yep, yeah. That fish off the first burn would have completely dug all the way, locked me up, broke them off. It would have been over. Hand spool your freaking spinning reels, guys. I'll explain why in another video, but why don't you just take my word for it for right now. I'm afraid to like let go because I'm afraid if this reel goes blowing up off this reel seat.
Yeah,
but it's like,
keep a little pressure on.
But it's like killing my lower back to like not. I can't stress to you guys how sweaty I am. I am so sweaty right now.
Oh, I believe it. You don't have to stress it to me. I'm probably the sweatiest guy on the boat.
Hey bro, those are my new Circle K glasses.
You still got jokes.
Yeah, I'm in fighting in the harness, bro. Blaine's back there gauging, like, how bad is this fight base? Okay, he's still joking. All right, he's still got, right? I wasn't gonna make any jokes earlier. When I was out of the harness, nothing was funny. I said a bluefin like 5 times at the beginning, and it just, I do think it's a big eye because it doesn't have circles and it looks like a bluefin, but like, I said bluefin because I've never felt something rip drag like that in my life. Say the biggest tuna you can think of that's in the Gulf. Go.
That is a big tuna.
Put that up. He's coming 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 up. Now I'm getting ready for the camera.
It's a yellow.
God, it's a yellow.
It's a yellow. Do I need to drive?
Get to my right.
Do I need to drive?
To my right.
Help! 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 Okay, we just broke it. Hold on, hold on. No, we broke it.
I don't. Line.
Okay. Hold the reel. You don't hold the rod. Okay. You hold the reel. 2 hands on the reel, okay?
Hold on.
My Daiwa Saltiga reel foot just broke. Now I'm holding the rod. Don't try to gain it all. Okay. You need to get this crap back under control. It's gonna be really freaking hard. Okay, what we're gonna have to do is put that into there. Now you have to, Don, put that on the camera real quick. Sorry, I know that's not what we're trying to do.
We need to try to get it in.
Yeah, get the...
This isn't
what friends are for right here. We will explain what's happening in a second.
All right, we need to walk through on how I'm gonna... Okay. All right, I'm hands-free.
I'm gonna spin the spool.
Okay.
All right, grab the main cam. Grab the main cam. All right, this just turned super stupid. Super.
You have to stay straight.
It's
when he turns, it spins the reel.
Okay, so you're saying I got straight
stay
to the fish.
perfectly straight.
Long story short, my reel seat broke, and all the boys were just up here holding the freaking reel in. This is ridiculous. Oh.
I need to refinish.
I think I'm holding. So you're pushing up and stabilizing, right?
Yeah.
All I'm doing is pushing the bottom of the reel seat into the rod. You gotta be slow with those reels.
Is that it?
My arm has been pushing against that strap the whole time.
Here we go.
I need like 2 more turns.
We're good. I'll take 70.
I'm not gonna be able to reach.
Don't. Look at this. There's our fish. All right, we are obviously back home. It is the same day we got back from the trip, so it's a pretty recent audio session here. We haven't had much time to mull over and process the entire thing. Obviously, no one enjoys losing fish, especially high caliber, biggest fish kind of you've seen so far.
Yeah.
I think the first thing to say, we talked about it while we were offshore. We fished the whole rest of the night. That was just the evening bite. We went to Horn Mountain. We didn't find a yellowfin. We grinded for the rest of the trip. And we talked about it, and it was just kind of like, we were appreciative that I got to hook the fish. I was appreciative of that blow up. I was really glad that we had the GoPros on, and we got that blow up shot. Super sick to fight the fish, and something I'm really, really appreciative for, besides the guys like pulling some just total crap out of their butts to just keep that fish even. Like the reel fell off the rod. I mean, I thought it was over. It broke off. Yeah, broke off. Very specific. Just it did not fall off.
It didn't just fall off. It snapped off.
But what I'm most appreciative for of that whole thing is that we get to see the fish. I don't think I would be very okay if we had fought that fish for an hour and never saw it, or got like deep color and just had this like it looked like blah 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 blah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the reel broke off the rod. There's just so much to unpack about this. And it's exhausting to think about. Maybe because I'm still exhausted from the thing. Like, I think I'm just mentally drained now. My lower back hurts so bad. There's just a lot that happened, but just a super sick event in general. The reel did break. So that's something we're going to keep you guys up with. Today I tried to reach out to Daiwa Warranty Customer Service. We're obviously big Daiwa guys. Every reel that was a spinning reel that was on that boat was a Daiwa. Mm-hmm. There was not any other brand of spinning reels on that boat. So we obviously have put our eggs in that basket. We're not partnered with them, nothing. But I will keep you up to date because that has been one complaint I've seen people talk about is Daiwa's customer service. Mm-hmm. And so I have a 2020 Saltiga. The reel foot's broken. I called them today. They're going to do a test and see that if it was user error or not. I don't know, but we're just going to kind of walk you guys through. I'll probably talk about it in audio sessions for videos coming. Mm-hmm. Like in outros, I'll just keep you up to date with how the thing's going because it's a $1,000 spinning reel. Obviously, the reel foot's not supposed to break. We tested it at home. I'll try to overlay the phone clip. It was like 18.8 pounds is what I was laying at the end of that fight when it broke. And then there were times when I was palming the reel afterwards, after the reel had already broken, mainly because Dom and I could no longer, we couldn't budget more time into the fight. The more time, the more problems that could go wrong. The reel slips out of Dom's hands, whatever. Mm-hmm. So the entire dynamic, I think if the reel stays on the rod, I think we kill that fish.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think we have an insane picture with a monster tuna and a memory that will probably last forever on a 22-foot single-engine boat, 90 miles offshore at Ram. Mm-hmm. Something that we would talk about for the rest of our lives. It's still something we'll talk about for the rest of our lives. I think that's important.
People have done that, like in 22-foot boats, but not 90 miles offshore necessarily. It's been at the lumps. And they're coming out of Venice.
True. That's true.
So they're already closer to the lumps than we are. So not to say that we would have been the first to land, potentially a 200-pound yellowfin in a 22-foot boat. But it would have been definitely a massive, massive milestone for us.
It was so sick.
And a massive milestone for the Sea Pro.
Yeah, and it's something we didn't stumble on either. To be honest, obviously we stumbled on a fish, but we were out there, we were doing the right things, and it was. The thing we've talked to you guys about in the last few tuna videos have been we're not taking live bait. On this trip, we didn't even turn the live wells on. We used them as trash cans because we are pretty much devoted to, especially yellowfin fishing, 100% devoted to just artificial fishing. Yeah. So we came out with stick baits and poppers, and that was it. And we got bit. Mm-hmm. We didn't see yellowfin that we missed. We were 100% on that trip. There's been 3 trips now, yellowfin only on artificial, 0 live bait used. Yeah.
And I think it's sick. It's a cool testament. It's a ride we're going to take you guys along with. It kind of goes along with the whole deal. It's pursuit of the unknown is the idea of trying things maybe you don't know, or just if you're fishing in general, who knows what's going to happen. But we're there's places that you go that you see on TV, or you see on guys' channels who travel all over the world, and they're running down tuna and they're running down fish with artificials only, because it's such a more diverse place. So I guess that's a good thing to talk about. Is if we were out there in a normal scenario a year ago, live baiting, chunking or whatever, we may never have hooked that fish ever, because they showed up one time, one splash. So we may have missed it if we were going around. We were constantly eyeballing for like 5 hours. We were just like eyelids peeled on the surface. And 2, we were athletic and ready to move. So we saw a blackfin tuna. We went to the tuna, started marking, saw the blow up, spun, went straight to the mark, and I just kind of was like, okay, I didn't see what it was. I wasn't 100% sure it wasn't a dolphin, because I just saw the aftermath, and then I just threw into the general vicinity and got absolutely piked by a giant yellowfin tuna. So we talked about it too. Yeah, I mean that's a testament to, like, we may not have even found those fish, but it's something we'll see. I'm not saying that it's better to not use live bait. You guys need to throw all your live bait setups away. It's something that we're going to take on, especially FAD season coming in the fall. You get giant tuna, open water roaming out there at the FADs, and it's a big theory of ours that we can, if we're not trolling and we'd have this big spread to clean up really quick, we can just hammer down straight to them, start throwing on schools, and then as fast as they move, we can move just as fast. And so, yeah, I don't know. The weight of the fish, too, is another topic. I have no idea, to be completely honest with you. Of course, everybody has their guesses. I want to say it's around the 200 mark. I'm sure on the camera. Think about this, too. If you're thinking that it's not around the 200 mark, which I'm not saying that you're wrong. It could be 180 or 170, I don't know. But if it looks small on the camera, let me tell you, I've seen 400-pound tuna that caught in one trip. My biggest tuna on the popper is around 130, and that fish dwarfs those fish. So if it looks small, it's small on the camera. Rewatch it, try to give some perspective to the boat size. The boat isn't big, the bow isn't big. I don't know, like, that fish was just mind-breaking to see.
It was huge.
It was hard to seen grasp,
other than like pictures. Like,
I've seen it on Instagram.
I've never seen a fish a yellowfin that size in my life. It was unlike anything I've seen as far as tuna goes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's fish. I mean, Ryan Morey just did a video in
perfect, dude.
Puerto Vallarta, Mexico or whatever, and he was popping and stick baiting for big yellowfin, and I think it's like in that same class of fish.
That caliber of fish. Right here at home, which is crazy, because we definitely want to go do travel videos like that too, and we will. But yeah, that's great. It makes me smile for sure. And then, like, I smile and I think about it, I'm like, that's so crazy. And then, like, I go all the way to, like, we were 1 to 2 more pinwheels after an hour and a half. So it was an hour and 32 minutes on the camera from hook set to break off. And with everything that happened, and the reel seat breaking, and me having to, like, manually turn the bail to gain line, all this stuff, like, to get him, like, where he came up, and he came up high, the leader was out of the water at one point. And then he, like, dives 8 feet below, because my leader's 6 foot, so the leader goes back to the low of the water, below Blaine's feet. So it's way too deep. We don't have a harpoon. And then it was like, okay, 1, maybe 2 more pinwheels. As long as we gain and he doesn't dive really hard, that fish is dead. And he pops off. And that was just... It would have been one thing, I feel like, if we'd have just broke off and the reel seat broke. Like, I don't know. It was just literally to be within 2 minutes of that fish hitting the deck. Or, like, getting a gaff in his head.
It's heartbreaking, for sure. But me and Dylan are both pretty firm believers in that everything happens for a very specific reason, and maybe, like, I mean, coming down to, like, maybe that's the reason that we even made it home this morning. You know, like, whether it be running out of gas or hitting a log or something and sinking while we're on plane in the dark. But
Yeah, because we were running home. If we put that fish in the boat, we were leaving immediately there. So, yeah. And Blaine said it there. Blaine said it out there. After a little while, he said, "There's a reason we didn't put that fish in the boat." And you know, you just gotta accept that.
Yeah.
That you're not in control.
Doesn't make it hurt any less.
No, dude. No, but I can tell you one thing: changes nothing going forward. Sick experience. If anything, we've got some experience under our belt with some big fish. I have got to contact Daiwa customer service. I've got to get a new rod because my rod's all messed up because we had to jam the reel in there.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a piece of my reel foot lodged into my reel seat. So we've got a lot to pick up. I just got a brand new Yamaga blink in, but it's on the lighter side. So we're going to be ordering new rods, new blinks, new reels. Mm-hmm. So left me in shambles a little bit, new braid, but we'll clean it back up. We're going to get back out there. We're going to go popping for giant yellowfin. We've got some exciting stuff coming from the Alaska side of the trips. We finish Alaska soon. We're going to go do some crazy stuff like back in like the connected states.
Mm-hmm.
And then we've got some crazy stuff going on here, as well as some shark fishing stuff. Some crazy stuff's been happening on charter trips. We have not been able to film very good on charter trips, but the charter trips have been banging. We've been catching so many sharks. It is oddly cold for June, almost last day of May, and it's just everything's going right. Everything's banging. We're good. It does stink to not at least get a hanging picture with that fish and know for sure it is 184.6. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like whatever, but it do be what it do be, and you gotta let it rock. So. My voice is gone completely. It's not gone from the tuna, believe it or not. It's gone from what happened on one of the charter trips, the shark we caught. I was almost attacked in the kayak by a shark. So that'll be another episode. So if you guys want to see that episode too, where I was changing a bait and almost blew up on by a shark, we have all that and more coming very soon. So stay tuned to the YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook. We post a lot on Facebook and on Instagram. Check out all platforms, guys. And as always, we appreciate you guys, appreciate growing with you guys, and appreciate taking you guys on an adventure. I know this was a very odd episode, so this is more like raw. Like we're just telling you straight up.
It's less triumphant, more
live the moment. Yeah, zero triumph, I guess. I don't know, but whatever. So we'll leave you guys with it. I'll give you a half-hearted, half-voiced, "Yew!" Oh, that was good. That was a good one.